One. Hiya! I am here because I have seen many a people go, oh yeah, I run this Viva pinata game. It's so niche, isn't it? Haha, I'm quirky. But I've never ever seen someone try and teach someone to run this game. I've never seen any tutorials for this. I just kind of did this myself. And I learned myself with my own strategies. So I'm going to try and pass on my knowledge to you lot in YouTube when I upload it. So, what I want to do is I want to give a tutorial on level 10 speedrunning, because level 10 speedrunning is the category that I have expertise in. Okay, so let's get in with the tutorial real quick. So first, what I usually do is okay, when you need to start the time is when you press that shovel. You start time when you press that shovel, okay? So as soon as you press that shovel, you start time. What I usually do, unless you like playing on simple mode, which is where your camera and your movement is both controlled by one stick, I usually do it with this, okay? So camera looking with the left stick and movement with the right stick. That's just how I play. Some people play simple, but they're weird. So I would start time now, but I'm not doing a run, so that's when you start time. What you need to do is you need to spam A very, very fast to skip that first cutscene, because that is a very, very long cutscene and you can skip it. So it's just skipping cutscenes, isn't it? You can't skip this cutscene though. This cutscene is just to show you the scenery. You can't skip this cutscene. Juicy goosey, hell yeah. And what you want to do is as soon as you gain control, you talk to Lifos. And this is what I call weird spamming, because what you're gonna usually want to do is spam X. No, not X. Start. No, not start. Okay. What the game says is a garden. You usually want to go and spam that, but you also need to do this. See, I pressed A there. Okay, I pressed down there, and you need to keep on. Okay? Let's explain this better. You need to press back or garden when she's talking, and then when you get to the journal bit, okay, when you get to the journal bit, you press menu down, press A, because she's going to be talking. Press A and then garden as fast as you can, and then once you get to the alert bit, you press down on the D-pad, A, and then garden. But what you're going to want to do with this shovel is first see if you're in fast mode. See, that makes... Okay, this is fast mode. And this is slow mode. See how much of a difference this is. And this is a speed run, so you need to be fast. And you need to make sure you're not cutting grass for this first bit, because if you're cutting grass, it just takes the grass off. It doesn't actually take the soil off. You need to be doing whack hard soil, which takes everything off. And first, what you're gonna want to do is do this as fast as possible. You destroy every single thing that is in the garden, and then a worm pops up. All the pinatas are RNG how fast they come to your garden. So you just need to kind of wait for that, right? Always press garden when she's talking to you, because she will talk. Because Lifos talks to you every single time a pinata appears, every single time something happens. Okay, so you just need to keep on destroying the stuff. Because make sure this is out of the way first, okay? But without putting away your shovel, you need to get rid of the rest of the hard soil. Right. This thing right here, after you smash all the objects in the garden, you don't press A, okay? What you do is you press garden again. That skips a cutscene, right? That saves 3 seconds, okay? That you just did a cutscene skip right there. Well done. If you press A, you'll get a cutscene which lasts 3 seconds, which doesn't really matter, but it's just nice to have a time save always. Because in this game, it either fucks you or it doesn't. because it's quite RNG based. But if you love this game, you love this game. It's quite niche. There's only 10 people running it. You're gonna get a good run anyway. Yeah, so look, just do this as fast as possible. Don't do it as like I'm going very slow at the moment, so I can talk and talk about the game. But you need to do this very quickly. Okay, so get away all the hard soil. I would usually aim for a time of like, I'd say 2 minutes to get the worms. To get like 2 or under to get the worms. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put away the shovel when most of it is gone away. You don't need to get every single speck. Get your grass packet. And then don't do the whole entire garden. What you want to do is you want to do the edge. And the serpent will appear. Depending on how fast you are, the serpent might appear when you've done all your grass, but usually it's about 3/4 like 3/4 done. Like you haven't really done the last side and then the serpent appears. But yeah, you just, because this is all you need for a level 10 speedrun. That's all you need for a level 10 speedrun. And right now you wait. Right, this is where the RNG comes into factor, because you wait for these worms. You need 2 worms to appear. But for now you need to just wait. And this is why Viva pinata is a weird run, because waiting is optimal. And waiting should never be optimal. See? One visit. Straight away. And as soon as it becomes, as soon as it becomes resident, what you are going to do is you are going to click on it Y, okay? Click Y. Because if you don't click Y, nothing else can happen, right? Don't do it twice like me, I was just showing it. But yeah, you need to click Y on it, so anything else can happen, because the other one needs to become resident to get the tutorial along. The tutorial's such a drag, pretty much. But it really speeds up by the end of the run. And again, RNG, will you please become a resident worm, so I can keep on doing my tutorial? No, there we go. And as soon as 2 worms appear, you should get a house quite quickly. If it'll just happen. There we go. There's Willy the Builder. He's your builder, but you'll only need him right now, because he's quite slow. Boom. And that. And again, waiting. Again, we don't have a very good strategy for the first level, because it's quite slow and draggy. Because it's the last part of the run which really saves it. Actually, I'm just gonna do something real quick. Well, Willy the Builder will be building for, I think, 10 seconds? Let's see if I'm right. 9. Game knowledge. So it's not very long, but it is long for a speedrun, because a speedrun should just be things that happen, but not in this run. That is what happens in the later run, but not for the first 1 level. Not for the tutorial. And then these. Okay, what you're gonna want to do, because these have hearts over them now, you're gonna want to put one near the house, and then do this to the other one and direct it to the other. Reason for this is because right after this bit, right, they'll go in the house and the AI is very, very dumb. Really dumb. Okay, for this, okay, you'll just want to go to the worm, right? You don't need any of the coins, they don't really matter. Try and cut corners when you can. Aim for a 53, but a 52 is fine. That was quite good actually. Aim for a 53, aim for a 53, but 52 fine. 52 is fine. That's the reason why we direct one over to the house, because that is much quicker than it would be normally. Because the worm runs to nothing, but like they just walk to the house after being romanced. So it's a lot quicker if they were directed to the house, and it's the best part of the run. Sorry, I just knocked my mic. Best part of the run. Usually stay silent for that, because all your viewers will be fucking baffled. This is Star Course, right? She brings the eggs because she loves eggs. Usually stay silent for that romance dance, because all your viewers will be baffled on what's going on. Unless you speedrun this game all the time like me, then it's quite normal. Right, okay, I forgot to mention this, but yeah. Experiments. They do nothing, except later on. This is all just build up for later on. Okay, what you're going to want to do with this egg is put it over here. And just wait. But experiments, they always come right after the romance dance. And experiments later on, they turn into canaries. Which is what they do. They have a transformation, and they have I think one variant, which gives you 8 experience petals, which is quite a lot actually. So experiments, they're kind of helpful, but they're mainly just useless. Except canaries. Canaries are quite useful. Boom. And what you're going to want to do is hover this shovel over this newborn baby. Now, it's not as bad as it looks. No, it is, but like, there is a reason you're holding this shovel over a newborn baby. Because parents are very, very protective of the newborn baby, and usually, sometimes nudge it. Not right now though. That's actually really good. Yes, it should nudge it now-ish. Oh. You want to go against my point, eh? See, pinatas interact with it. As soon as it says World 3 on it, release it. It's just much quicker. It saves like 20 seconds. That's just much quicker. And right now I think you're going to get a seed. Yeah. Right now in the tutorial you're going to get a seed. This is carrot. This is turnip. If you pick carrot, the run's dead, the run's over, the run's completely gone off the rails and it's gone forever. You pick turnip, run's on. So always pick turnip. Plant it as fast as possible.
The next time you put the cursor over a plant.
Okay, there's a water meter information.
Well done.
When they have the phrases yellowy brown or blue in colour, you need to press garden, because that skips another cutscene.
Once again.
Actually, we are trying to figure out if a route with carrot is possible, but the pinata that is used for carrot needs 3 carrots. The pinata that is used for turnip only needs 1 turnip, and I think that's the logic why we always pick turnip. I don't know, I just got taught this. But what I do with my route, you can either do two things with this turnip. You can wait for a marshmallow to eat it, or you can feed it to your worms, to one of your worms, to change it purple. It will give the same experience for experience petals, but the marshmallow can be eaten by this thing, which will give another 4 experience petals, and that has a variance. So that's a total of 12, but it takes a lot longer for it to pay off.
You seem to have
Okay, now we've learned the basics. And this is the most boring part of the run. It's literally just waiting. There's a marshmallow. That's what eats turnips, okay? Get it? Nope. Okay. Right. But that's what eats turnips. So you can either save it for that cute ass mouse, or you can feed it to one of the worms. It depends, because this is the reason why I always feed it to worms, because marshmallows on the first night have, I think it's a 1.3% chance they will come into your garden. Very, 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 very slim chance they will come into your garden. Usually they will get water and go back. It's already night. Sick. Usually they will get water and then go back. So feeding it to a worm is just a much safer source of like XP. And another reason for feeding it to the worms is that you can gamble with Cedos or wait till Lottie. Because Cedos will come in the next level. Cedos will come in level 2, okay? He'll come right after this night. And what you want to do is you want to beat him with a shovel and you get a random amount of seeds from him. So you got water and now it's going back. You will get a random amount of seeds from him. And it's out of 4 seeds: daisies, buttercups, carrot, and turnips. The ideal world, you need, in the absolute ideal world, you need 1 daisy, 2 buttercups, 1 turnip, and 3 carrots. But that will never happen. In my RNG years, the best I have gotten is, I think, 2 buttercups, 1 daisy, and 2 carrots. That's the best I've ever gotten. With this clock, right? This clock marks 3 minutes before level 2. Okay, so as soon as you get this clock, check your timer, and then 3 minutes later will be your time. Will be your special new level 2 split, if you have splits. I figured this out because I counted, I just counted and looked at the clock and I was like, that goes twice every 1 second. So it's 30 seconds, right? So it's 3 minutes. Because it needs to go 6 hours. That's how it works. That's just how it works. That's how the clock works. It goes pretty fast. Leafos likes looking at things. Usually what I do in this downtime is I just look at Leafos. Hi. It's a fun pastime. Really good. Really good pastime. All you need in this night phase is the moth drop to enter. That thing over there. That thing over there. I'll zoom in on it. Yeah, that black and white thing over there. You need that to enter your garden, and that's about it. So this is just entirely waiting till day. Because in day you'll get your experience petals and then go on to level 2, and that'll be level 1 and the tutorial over. Then the run starts to get spicy. Whew. I've talked a lot. I've really talked a lot. My mouth feels dry. Just looking at Leafos. Hi. What she sees. Am I right, gamers? Yeah, usually I'll just do this in the downtime, because the marshmallow isn't going to come in anymore. There's no chance. So might as well get the variant and gamble on Cedos. And if the gamble on Cedos doesn't work and you don't get another turnip, Lottie will come in level 3 and you can buy one. So it doesn't really matter. There are the experience pedals. You will always have enough to get level 2 after the tutorial. Or you should always have enough.
You've leveled up.
Those next 4 was because I fed the turnip to the worm. Those 4, okay. Your experience pedals are always in the top right. So how many are blue and if all of them are blue, you level up. Cedos, this is the guy I was on about. You need to hit him with a shovel. It's exactly what it looks like this time. Hey, I'm about to beat you up, bro, for your seeds. That's what mugging is in this game. Hey, I don't mug you for money, I mug you for your seeds. This level is also quite slow because you need to wait for things. And waiting in a speedrun, that's no good. Except in the speedrun. It's quite normal, actually. Cedos usually does entrance animations for fucking forever. Is that a texture error? That's an actual texture error. He always does idle animations for no reason, and I hate it. Because he just doesn't come in the fucking garden. Okay, Cedos, we get you. Because once you start hitting with a shovel, you'll of course run away. What I usually do is talk to him, and then he'll start walking around. And it also gets you an extra seed. But sometimes he'll just walk around normally, but sometimes he does idle animations like that. And now he's walking in the middle of the garden. So now you start whacking him. And now you can get all the seeds you can ever want. Is this good RNG? Let's hope. There's a carrot, there's another... Oh! Oh, that's actually really good. That was really good. We got 3 carrots and 2 buttercups and 1 daisy. That was very, very good. That was very, very good RNG. I don't usually get that. Don't expect that amount of seeds. If you don't get that amount of seeds on your first run, it is very normal. Like, I didn't get a turnip, for example, because me no smarty. But Cedos RNG is always a thing. It's always a thing. And if you get really, really good Cedos RNG, it can make or break your level 2 and 3. Like, I right now could get a buttercup. Because 3 carrot, a buttercup, a bunny comb, 3 carrots. 3 carrots make a bunny comb. That's what I was on about earlier with the carrot thing. Ow. So literally you just need to wait for these to grow. It's very, very annoying how much waiting is in the early parts of this run because you feel like you should be dancing about all over the place. But no, it's Viva pinata, my guys. Okay, let me talk about some things that I didn't talk about through the tutorial. The reason why you put the house here is because the builder gets to it faster, so it's just a little bit faster. And I think I covered pretty much everything because it is quite linear. But after that, it is not very linear at all. Bunny comb. This is what I was on about. That needs to eat 3 carrots, which I have, so now I can get a bunny comb. Cedos RNG gave me a bunny comb. That is actually very, very good. If you don't know what I mean by Cedos RNG, because the seeds that come out of Cedos' backpack are RNG. Sometimes you get 1 buttercup, sometimes you get this whole entire haul. This is a buttercup, by the way. So, a buttercup seed is, I think, like smaller and yellowy. And a daisy seed is green and white. A carrot seed is brown with yellow spots. but like yellow circles on it. And a turnip seed, as you saw before, is blue. I think that's right. I am colorblind, so sorry if I got that wrong. A white flutterscotch always appears because of daisies. White flutterscotch always appears because of daisies. And a taffly always appears because of flowers. So them two will always appear. You can... The main way I get out of this... Sorry. The main way I get out of level 2 is by... There's Lottie. That's the shop owner. So you buy things from her. The main way I get out of level 2 is usually by the taffly and the flutterscotch entering, which gives me 2 petals. 2 experience petals. The bunnycomb visitor, that doesn't usually happen, so there's 2 experience petals up at the top. Buzzlegum. Runners, very, very good speedrunners who are not me, always say, don't get the Buzzlegum cutscene. If you have too many flowers, if you get the Buzzlegum cutscene, it doesn't really matter.
Your garden has attracted a
And if you look at all the experience petals at the top, I leveled up.
Your gardening is
I'm now at level 3. So the main way you do level 3 is you go to Costalot. That is Lottie. Costalot Saw. I have a sale on at the moment. They have a sale on at the moment. And buy all the seeds you didn't get. So I'm going to buy a turnip because I didn't get a turnip first time round. The main thing with Viva Pinata is that there's no set thing to do. You can do things in all orders and shapes. Right? Like, right now, runners usually wait to the end to turn this into a canary, but I don't mind. It's alright. I got a bunnycomb. These cutscenes mean resident, by the way. So this will turn into a canary. When a pinata breaks things, breaks flowers, seeds will always pop out, so it doesn't really matter. You can always plant it back. And if you feed a canary a buttercup, you will always... It will turn into a canary. And that gives you 4 experience petals. And this taffly is now here. Taffly. Taffly over here, yep. Hello, Ocelot. Taffly is here. So after it, because all pinata, okay, I don't think I explained this very well. All pinatas have resident requirements, so they take certain things to be residents. Like a taffly has to eat any flower of any kind. So you plant flowers, the taffly will come into your garden because they see flowers, and then will eat them and become your resident. Bunnycombs, they see carrots. So they see carrots in your garden, and they have to eat 3 carrots to become your resident. Worms, they need dirt. They just need dirt. And the resident requirements get more and more complicated the more you go. So that taffly just residented. So that means I get 4 experience petals at the top. So that means I level up to level 4. And with that will always happen. You just need to press spam start, not start garden. You just need to spam garden. And the thing with Viva Pinata is this is all about game knowledge, right? This speedrun is heavily reliant on game knowledge, strategy, and RNG, which is things that shouldn't like speedrun isn't usually conventional, but that is just how it is. After you hit Cedos with a shovel, he will go around your garden and throw thistles or other weeds depending on how far you are. He will throw thistles, which are weeds. These are bad plants, right? However, these so-called bad plants, you can either plant them for various reasons, or
Okay, this is
you can sell them. Selling thistle seeds will get you 9 coins, which is not very much, but it's better than just letting them grow. And if you do that, now it's 12 coins. I think a sale just ended. Yeah, it's another day. A sale just ended. That confused me for a second. Yeah, they sell for 12 coins, which is actually quite nice. I let 2 grow because they grow very, very quickly because they're weeds, and they're supposed to spread around your garden and be awful. But they have a lot of uses, actually. A lot of them can sell, and I will show a use of a thistle in a little bit. Here's a pretzel. Pretzels, what they do is they eat bunnycomb. Their resident requirement is that has eaten 1 bunnycomb. So this will eat that. The higher the pinatas go in levels, the... Just skip that. The higher the pinata goes in levels. Sorry, I keep on not saying things. Like, the worse or the harder their resident requirements will be. So, like, that is eat 3 carrots. But another one is... has eaten an apple seed, which we don't even have yet. But another one is, like, the lion. The highest level pinata is, like, have a 20,000 gold pinata garden. Have 8 of this pinata. You know, it gets much more difficult as you go along. Right. During the half mark of this run, about 50 cutscenes play at once, which is very, very annoying, but it just happens. What you're gonna do with these weeds is that I shouldn't have planted 2, but there might be a use for them. Where's the seed? I can't see it. But this is the use for the thistle. See that game knowledge? That is a variant which will give me 4 experience petals. Okay, variants give you 4 experience petals. Residents also give you 4 experience petals. And visitors will give you 2. So that's how you build up experience in the top right. We won't be using her. That is the Xbox Live mail service, which we're just not going to be using it. We can also sell this flower head for 60, which is actually quite good. This pretzel is going to eat this bunnycomb, which means it will become our resident. Quite sad. It throws trumpets. Quite sad, but that's just how it happens. Level 5. Like I said, the thing about running this game is that it's all improvisation of variants, residents, and other things. But there are very, very set things that you actually need to do. Like, for example, red hots. I am going to show off red hots right now, okay? Okay, everyone? Right, so what you want to do for a red hot, because this basically skips an entire level. You go into ornaments or garden items, get a firebrand, buy a firebrand. Okay, go to garden, get a taffly, and direct it to the firebrand by pressing A. Then get your watering can out and watch it happen. Put out the taffly as soon as it hits the ground, and this will happen. The award for a red hot completes an entire level for you, So now I'm up to level 6. It does 14 experience pedals. There's 10 for a level. So that's 14 experience. That is like, it's a lot of experience pedal. It's like 1/10, just completely done, dusted. A level, just easy. And it's very, very integral that you do it, because another thing about this is that these red hots sell for 2,100. I'm not gonna sell at the moment, but it sells for 2,100. As you get to level 5 or 6, I'm pretty sure it's 5. As you get to level 5,
No, I don't mean like that.
no, it is 6. As you get to level 6, these new seeds will appear. These 3, this one isn't very useful, but it's 2. Every time you grow a new flower, yeah, for this speedrun, every time you grow a new flower, it gives you 2 XP, so it's quite nice. It's just a little bit of XP boost. Buy about 2 or 3 of these. If you've already had the buzzgum cutscene, buy as many as you want. It doesn't really matter. If you haven't had it, then keep it down a bit, because like you don't want to get the buzzgum cutscene, do you? Buy a piece of corn because XP, and that actually has a variant attached to it, the Shelly Bean variant.
Nothing beats the taste of hard-earned and excellent.
And the apple seed is very, very important. You need to place the item and plant the item. Okay? This is very, very... Okay, that apple seed is very, very important to the end of the run. It gives you about 3/4 of an entire level. Gives you about, I'd say, 8 XP petals, which is very, very important when like it grows by the end of the run, if you're going on like good pace. The reason you need to plant a seed, the reason you need to place a seed and plant a seed is because obviously growing it will give you good XP. Look at all these cutscenes, it lets me talk. But there is this thing that you saw earlier. If you saw a red snail earlier, that is the sour Shelly Bean. Hey, I got a marshmallow. That's the thing I was talking about earlier. Because I planted a turnip from Lottie. That's level 7. Plant is dried out. I need a watering can. But the reason you need to place it is because the sour Shelly Bean eats it to become a normal Shelly Bean and become your resident that way. Because sour pinatas, you don't need to attract or anything. They just attract themselves. But like, they all have resident requirements, kind of. These plants, unlike the plants of yesteryear, need watering. Especially the tree. The tree needs checking on a lot. This watering can, because it's bad, can't water for forever. So you need to like just get it out and get it back again. Always water to those 3 petals in the middle, like halfway through. Always water halfway through, because if you water beyond that, it turns blue and is overwatered. A one for growing corn. Amazing. So, as soon as the sour Shelly Bean becomes normal again, you feed it this, and it gives it a variant, which is 4 experience petals, of course. This snake will go on to try and eat this marshmallow, and as soon as it does, it will become our resident, and then we can feed it things like a buttercup. A buttercup is one of the snake's variants. This is a liquor toad. I don't know why it's probably appearing because of flies. It appears because you have a taffly and that's what it eats. We can't just need to wait for these to grow because this is a variant, this is a variant, and this is a variant. Bluebells. In this game, variants weren't properly fleshed out. So it's just like, to turn blue, you need a bluebell. Get it? Because it's blue. And that's about all the variants. In Viva Pinata 1, about like most of the pinatas. See, the snake is now attacking the marshmallow. Most of the pinatas need bluebells to get a variant, which is, I guess, normal. The most common, the two most common variant things are, actually no, let's say the three most common variant flowers are bluebells. I'm now level 8. See how fast, look at how fast it's going. Did it turn blue? Oh, I didn't eat it. Fuck's sake. Sometimes the pinatas just don't want to cooperate. Like this Red Hot doesn't want to cooperate right now to eating this bluebell because it's strange. Especially flying pinatas. Flying pinatas sometimes just don't want to cooperate. When that happens, okay, Princess Shadala. Sometimes you need to tap the flowers and just feed it. Just need to eat a bluebell seed. That's it. Because some of them need to eat seeds and some of them eat flowers. It's quite confusing, but you need to just get the hang of it. A recommendation is to have a variant list in front of you and always remember certain variants, because like I remember Red Hot, I remember Snake, I remember Sparrowman, but I don't remember Pretzel, for example. I bet it's a bluebell. Variants are so useful in this game because they give you 4 XP every time and they're not much work, if you know what I mean. Like, see, I didn't even know that variant, and it was just game knowledge that I thought most pinatas have a bluebell variant. Let's go for it. So that's level 9. And this is when this thing comes into play. This run can get very, very hectic, even though this one hasn't been, because it's not really a run. I'm trying to explain everything in the moment, but when you're going very, very fast, this can get very, very hectic with a lot of things happening at once, because there's a lot of AI here doing whatever it wants, which is quite difficult. Sour sherbet. That's quite strange. I think the sours are based off of time, because I usually get sour sherbets right after I finish a run. Don't listen to them. You won't have to do anything with them. If it comes in your garden, then your run isn't very fast. There's a sour shelly bean. This is a very useful pinata. This thing is almost grown. I'll show you what it looks like fully grown so you kind of know. But the sour shelly bean over there, the thing with the weird eyes over there, can you see it? Hopefully you can. Need to eat this apple seed over here to turn normal again. See, that apple tree does 6. Wow, it's a lot less than I thought it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I've been misthinking this entire time. I was right, it does 8. But I thought there was 10 experience pedals. There's actually 12. So, sorry. That's why variance is so important as variable of 4. Variable of 12 is 4. This hour shall have been should enter your garden very, very, very quickly, quite late on in the run. It shouldn't exit like an absolute... The fuck? Again, RNG and AI. Patroller's pet. If this is a very, very big panic button, but if you're like, I don't know what to do, my run's dying, don't go to Willy Builder. That was completely accidental. I think it was just because my controller flicked. I flicked my controller, so it went the other way as well. Go to Paper Pets. Because what Paper Pets have is this Cluckles, which costs 1,100. How do you get that? How do you somehow obtain the money to get a Cluckles? What you do is you find your red hot, because sometimes it's quite hard to find. Right there. This thing here. And sell it. And then you have a lot of money. You sell the red hot right after you give it a variant, because that's just a lot of money in the bank to do whatever you want. And if you need a panic button on a run, get a Cluckles. Everything will be fine. Because look at how much experience a Cluckles gives you. I don't want to do this. What I am doing at the moment is waiting for the Cluckles experience to kick in. God damn it. There is a way. Okay. Usually after these cutscenes, right? After those cutscenes, this is level 10. So if you get these cutscenes, buzzer ready, because time ends when your gardening is improving. Well done. You just need to get better and better. When that alert comes up, the run is over. See, I had 2 experience pedals left. That was 8. That was 8 experience for a bloody Cluckles. Well done, me. There is a strategy, right? Us as big gamers, are trying to figure out a way to not see those cutscenes, to skip those cutscenes. And the way I've kind of found is to spam garden. It's worked sometimes, but it hasn't worked other times. So we have to assume that that isn't the strategy and that doesn't work. But if you really, really liked and want to do the speedrun, stay in tune for that when we try and figure out how to skip those last cutscenes, because that's a very, very influential part of the run if we can do that. Because that would save 30 seconds, minimum. But yeah, that is a level 10 speedrun. I would say for strategies, what you need to do is you need to get through the first level as quick as possible, because that's a very, very linear thing. Then go wild. Okay, Viva Pinata is all about game knowledge, so you need to learn Viva Pinata through and through. You need, like, if you want to speedrun this game, have a list of variants right in front of your face. Because I know variants from my head, because I love this game and I know this game so well. So I know variants from my head, but most people won't, and that's okay. So have a list of variants in front of you, because there's no set route for this run, right? There's no set route for this run because there's so much RNG with all of the pinatas that it's not very linear. You can't go for a linear run. You have to know what to do from all angles, which is why Viva Pinata speedrunners are so talented, because they know how to multitask, they know strategy, they have great memories, stuff like that. So strategies are always as follows. I'm gonna read my notes to you on my strategy. on my strategy, because this is what I kind of molded strategy off of. Fucking hell, it's something stuck there. Let me try and get it real quick. There it is. Oh, that last sheet is a little bit ripped, but it's alright, it's alright, it'll be fine. Ah, I can get out of my chair and start just talking, because I don't have to play. I'm going to read off my notes for a little bit. This is word for word what the Viva Pinata guide says, right? Viva Pinata level 10 speedrun. Level 1 and 2, talk to the leaf force and complete the tutorials, destroy all rubbish around the garden, skip grass, pack a cutscene, plant grass on the borders of the garden, continue destroying all the things, 2 worms will become resident, time equals RNG, build worm's house when Willy pops up, right corner, reveal building and let worms romance. Experiment comes just after. Wait for the egg to hatch in the middle of the garden. Whack it when it becomes a cocoon. You'll get the choice of a turnip and a carrot. Pick the turnip. Skip cutscene about watering can. Also water it so it doesn't dry. I don't usually do that because it doesn't dry. After it grows, a marshmallow should appear. Second page. Wait for a mouse to eat a marshmallow. Wait for the marshmallow to eat a turnip. These notes are very, very old, so sometimes I say things. Time equals RNG. I don't do that anymore, so cross that off. Have a moth drop appear and visit. So when it becomes night, a moth dropper will appear, and if it visits, then you're good. Level 3. Sea dust will appear. Hit him a lot and try and get those. Hit him a lot and try and get these seeds. 2 daisies, 3 carrots, 2 buttercups, and 1 turnip. Those are the optimal things. Plant those seeds and then water them. You don't have to water them. If sea dust comes back, he will throw thistles. So let him do it. And if you can also hit him more, but I usually don't. You can hit sea dust more. Taffly and Thutterscotch will appear. Lottie's shop will open. Buy all the seeds you did not get from Seedos. Get carrots. If you need carrots. I don't know why I put get carrots. buy a butterscotch. Okay, buy a butterscotch seed, don't plant. Taffly can eat that later for a variant. Sorry, my handwriting. Use orange fertilizer on a carrot if you do plant a carrot. Buy it. Fertilizer, it gives you 2 XP, so it's quite good. Buy a torch and put it in some open space. When turnip grow, make worm eat it to change colour. Worm variant, I did that. Serpent will eat marshmallow. Bunnycomb will eat a carrot. Taffly. That doesn't say Taffly. Taffly should eat flour. Make Taffly eat seed. Taffly go through a torch. Red hot. Press still should appear. Like all these stuff. This is like the route, the guide, but you don't need to follow it. If this doesn't go your way, don't reset the run. Just keep on going and work on your improvisation skills, because that is what Viva Pinata is all about. Okay. When thistle grows, whack it and destroy seeds and then feed it to experiment. Dig 4 holes, go to a store and buy an apple tree, a bluebell, a poppy, and a corn. Get 1 bluebell seed and 1 apple seed, but don't plant it. Let the red hot eat the bluebell seed. It's quite confusing because I put red hot eat blue seed. Thanks. Make sure plants don't dry out for level 7 and 8. Sour snail will appear. Lots of stuff happens. Lots of cutscenes happen. You will earn a lot of upgrades. Feed the snake a buttercup. Wait until a marshmallow can eat a turn over. Moth drop should become resident because of torch. Make moth drop eat a daisy for a variant. Pretzel become resident. Level 9 and 10. Have sour snail eat apple seed. Make the snail eat corn. If you have a flutterscotch, make it eat a buttercup. Make Spiderman eat a buttercup because of canaries. Oh, the sherbet probably ate something. It'll be alright. Make the canary eat a bluebell. I didn't do that, but that's a very, very good variant. Canary eating the bluebell will turn it blue. Keep watering the apple tree. Sell the red hot. Go to the store and buy the cluckles or the chicken. Wait for the apple tree. Stop time. Get world record. Skip the cutscene if it's possible. How I have found to skip the cutscene is usually to spam start, and it sometimes works, but we need to find a better alternative. It might be a frame perfect trick, we actually don't know. Because someone accidentally did it, and now we're all trying to find it. So yeah, that's how to speedrun Viva Pinata level 10 category. If you're still confused, I tried. I tried to explain it as best as possible. If you're still confused, I'm sorry, but I don't know what to say. I tried. But yeah, look at speedrun.com. That will be in the description. I will probably copy out all of this as a guide. Actually, no, just look at the speedrun.com Viva Pinata guide. That is exactly what I've just written there. And I will put the link to the world record run in the description. I'll put the link to the list of variants in the description. I'll put the link to my Twitch in the description, which this has been filmed on. This has been Viva Pinata level 10 speedrunning. For times, for like world record, the world record time right now is 30:29. 30 minutes 29. My PB is 36:03. Yeah, I'm not that. I am 8th, I think, in the leaderboards. For your first time, I would aim for anything between 40 and like 55. Like that's your aim for like your first running for your first tries. If you get anything better than that, well done, you're amazing. If you get anything worse than that, it's fine. It was probably just RNG's fault anyway. I hope this has been helpful in speedrun Viva Pinata, and I will love you and leave you a lot. Bye bye.